Hello, everyone. I welcome you to this live broadcast. This is Professor Samuel Stephenson reaching you live from Kogi State, Nigeria. It is a pleasure that I want to address the TBC community with this piece of information already in the public domain of our community. So, permit me to share some of the information I have here, which I believe is very, very important to us. From the look of things, in recent time, the TBC community has been going through a very wonderful. I want to add to this that the coming aboard of this public notice, which we have been going through for the past 3 weeks or thereabout, or 2 weeks or thereabout, is actually going to address so many issues that has been hitherto a very tough challenge to some of our members. Actually, I have received several calls from some of my followers asking questions about this and that, but I believe all that is going to be addressed in what I'm going to share with you. But before I move on, I want to encourage you to go on to let you know that TBC has come to stay. Nothing to worry. No panic. Irrespective of what you are hearing or seeing, I can assure you that the community is getting stronger by the day. Okay? So, as a member of the TBC community, I've realized that a good number of us that are promoting and are building the community are always being bombarded with several questions and sometimes criticism. It appears that since the members cannot see the admin, they direct their attention towards us. So, sorry for the technical shake-up there. So I will do my best to address as many as I can in this live broadcast. You see, for quite some times now, some of our members have fell into one dish of scamming or the other. And some have said that the TBC admin has been silent. I remember in the last send button meeting that some of our members from Nigeria here were writing to Randy asking him to sanction one Abba Smith who organized a trade fair for TBC 100% sales, and it ended up being a scam. Now, when I saw those requests, to my mind, I feel it makes no sense. In the first instance, Randy didn't sponsor Abba Smith to run that program. neither the admin. And so, there's no way Randy will go and sanction Abba Smith. After all, Abba Smith advertised his program, and I am sure that before that trade fair, Randy have released a video warning every member of the community. I watched it live, and he said there is no exchange anywhere yet in the community. But there are several platforms who are claiming to be exchanging this, exchanging that in the community. So, if at all you have not heeded to the warning and you went ahead to put your hard-earned money in such a program, whatever happened there, I think you're on your own. Some of the people who are not ready to build the community, who are not ready to promote or distribute the Kringle coin, can be very, very active in promoting such platform. You see? But the question there is, the energy you are using to promote such platform, you would have used it to promote what we are doing for the generality of all. If at least 1/10 of the members of the TBC today are active in promoting the membership drive, the growth of the community, we would have gone faster than where we are today. And so many people have come with this question, when is the exchange coming? When is fiat exchange coming? And all that. What is the latest? You hear them say, what is the latest? What is the latest? But in response, I do ask this question, what have you contributed to expect the latest? Okay? What have you contributed to expect the latest? If you want the latest, then you should be able to work for the latest. In Nigeria, we have an adage that says, monkey they walk, but they shop. Meaning that there are some who are sitting on the fence for others to work for them, and when the result comes, they will now come in to begin to reap. How can you reap from where you have not sown? That is the challenge, the major challenge we are facing today. But you see, every problem has its own solution by the side. So, I believe the solution to this problem is here. And what is it? We should be able to follow the system. We should first of all understand that TBC is a system. Let's understand the system, follow the system, and our journey will be very, very fast. To my mind, I feel we would have gone faster than where we are today if at least 20% of our membership understand the system. Because even when I listen to comments from some supposed leaders, I understand that not even many of us who are posing to be leaders actually understand this system. And that is one of the challenges that is drawing us back or is causing a kind of stagnation. Because you will hear a leader say, we don't know what is even happening now. Then what do you expect the followers to say? What do you expect the followers to do? Every one of us should realize that we are stakeholders in this movement. It's not about you standing up, getting something to feed yourself and your family, or buying a car tomorrow. No, this is a movement is geared towards liberating entire humanity. So you shouldn't be selfish about it. Ask yourself question. What am I going to contribute to fast track the process of actualizing this vision? That's my concern. There is a saying that the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a step. We have taken several steps and more are yet to be taken. But the word of encouragement I have for you this hour is that we are moving forward in the right direction. But let's get the right thing first. What is the right thing? We should understand that TBC is in phases. The first phase, which is the phase of distribution, is the phase that we are to labor hard to get these Kringle coins or TBC coin into the hands of as many as we can until we get 1 billion members into our community. And then the second phase will be the phase of exchange, where this coin will be liquid. But the major challenges we have today, or some of the challenges we have today, is that some of us have decided to run faster than the admin. We have decided to be smarter than the system. And then we are coming up with exchanges there, exchanges here. And most of these are actually Ponzi schemes. I'm sorry to say this, I'm not against those innovations, but Ponzi scheme will get us nowhere. Many of us who have tried that, I'm sure we can testify that we have gotten our hands burnt. So, for now, my word of encouragement for you is, let's wait and do what is needful at this phase, which is to distribute this Kringle coin, get more new members in, let them have their own, at least between now and November, when we shall be having our next redemption period. So, between now and our third anniversary, we should have a target. I am sure many of us are trying to compare TBC with Bitcoin. We have over 1,000 coins in the market today. When you go through the market cap, you see what I'm talking about. But no one is comparing them to Bitcoin because they know that there are different entities on their own. But in the case of TBC, we're always trying to compare it to Bitcoin. But even that comparison, to me, I feel is not worth it. Why? By January 2019, Bitcoin would have clocked 10 years in existence. Meanwhile, until March 21st, 2019, TBC is still less than 3 years. So how do you compare a child of 3 years to a child of 10 years? But even at that, the speed and the ground we have covered within 3 years is quite commendable. I can tell you it's quite commendable. Which I believe that the enthusiasm that many are putting before, if we continue with that tempo, we would have gone faster than where we are now. So I want to use this opportunity to encourage our members to wake up. Those who are slumbering should wake up. We are almost there. I am sure we will enter the exchange phase even before we clock 1 billion members. Because since we are creating this awareness and merchants are coming in, the adoption of merchants, the campaign, the growth campaign and all that, and the cash flow campaign that is ongoing is actually going to fast track the process. Therefore, I want to encourage you not to give up. Very, very soon, those figures you are seeing in your wallet will amount to something very, very powerful. I'm sure you need to understand that as you are having those coins in your wallet, there are some who don't even have a kringle yet. What are you doing to get this kringle across to them? We shouldn't be selfish about this. I'm sure poverty is not something that you should even wish even your worst enemy. So we are on a campaign to end poverty, and so we should be selfless about it. Let's do our best to make sure that we are selfless in distributing this coin to every humanity so that we can fast track the process of ending poverty globally very fast. Having said this, I want to encourage our members who don't even know the process of accessing their account. Please, I want you to join me in my subsequent broadcast because I want to see how I will be able to carry you through in the area of accessing your account, because it will be very difficult for you to remain a novice in this race. I don't think this will work out well for you. Therefore, get on board, be trained. Anywhere you don't understand, do your best to get more training. I see TBC as a system, as I always refer to it, that is just like a system that you need to go to the university to study. So, just like you enroll for a course of study in the university to obtain a degree or any diploma certificate in the university, so you should see TBC that way. Well, I may be speaking from the academic background, but I want to tell you confidently that you will go not very far if you don't understand this system. Discouragement are setting from different angles because of lack of understanding of the system. I have heard some people say when they wanted to join TBC, their uncle here, their brother, their sister told them that they should be careful, they should hold on yet. And I probe further to know why those cautions. And they said, actually, we ourselves have invested in TBC for almost 2 years now, and we are not hearing anything from them again. I asked them further question. You say you are not hearing anything from them again? Okay. Who are the them? Who are the them? Because many of our members don't know the difference between TBC and multi-level marketing. They thought that TBC is a company somewhere that is producing goods that you go out to market. and then you have a chain of a management team that will be communicating to you here and there. But TBC is not like that. TBC is a system, it is a movement. And the TBC admin is always up and doing with information on our blog post. I ran a seminar 4 days ago, and in that seminar, I have over 50 people in attendance. And when I asked them, how many of you can access your account yourself? I discovered that less than 10 out of 50 were able to access their account themselves. I asked further, how many of you visit the TBC blog post platform regularly? The figure dropped from 10 to 3 or 4 thereabout, which means we are having people who are in the system who don't understand the system and they are confused, and that is where discouragement is setting in. So, understand the system. And the TBC admin has emphasized over and over that you should employ a TBC expert to coach you. Even the money you think you don't want to spend on coaching, you are losing more than that in your ignorance. Wow! What you don't want to spend in learning, you are losing more than that in your ignorance. As we speak, when somebody say, we have invested, we are not hearing anything from them again, then go to our testimonial page to hear the testimony that is pouring in every day from members who are making money, thousands and millions every day out of their TBC investment or purchase. Possibly you purchase TBC the same time those people purchase it. They are making money, they are earning a living out of it now, and you are not earning anything. Who is to blame? I think you should blame yourself because you have not stepped your game up to understand the system and so begin to earn from the system. Go to the broadcast platform and then listen to testimonies that are pouring in every day about the cash flow campaign, where someone will be earning $100 a day. You know what that means? Earning $100 a day is like a 2 months salary of a Nigerian worker. Do you understand? A Nigerian worker's basic salary is $50, which is 18,000 naira. So $100 is actually 2 months salary of a Nigerian worker. So if you can earn $100 even in a week on the average, or $400 in a month, which means you are taking the salary of almost 8 workers in Nigeria in 1 month. This is amazing. TBC is not a platform where you work and you'll be paid by the TBC admin. You are your bank. You pay yourself. You determine what you want to earn and how you earn it. What you have resting in your wallet is all you need. The TBC admin has presented several tools where you can use to enrich yourself. But that is when you understand the system. If you understand the system will work for you. But if you want to cut corner, well, it may work against you. Because as we speak, there are some people who are cutting corner in the system. especially those who discount the sales of our TBC Kringles. As you do that, your wallet send button will be disabled or suspended indefinitely without notice. Why should you even discount TBC if not lack of understanding of the system? Can you imagine somebody having goods and customers are coming to buy, and that same person demarketing his own goods? If you are discounting TBC Kringle, you are demarketing yourself. You are devaluing your earning, your profit that you have made over time. It's a question of time that TBC will be the talk of town globally. TBC, I can tell you, will soon be on major media platform globally, whether for good or for bad. Yeah. Do you understand what I mean by that? I say whether for good or for bad. For good is a testimony of how TBC is liberating people from poverty and placing them into the country or in the citizenship of the wealthy. But for bad, of course, you know that when things that are like this are happening, those who have kept humanity under their control of oppression for years are not going to kiss us. They're not going to sit down and clap hands for us. They will fight back surely. And we can see the fighting back happening everywhere. So, whether for good or for not too good, TBC is already catching attention globally. Therefore, my encouragement for you is that you are sitting on gold. Your TBC coin or kringles in your wallet is your gold. It's far more valuable than gold. Therefore, hold it tenaciously. Do not allow anybody to deceive you. There is no opportunity in this present generation that can be compared to TBC. The TBC opportunity is once in a lifetime. And I am sure that if you don't take it serious, you will have yourself to blame. You will say one day, oh, I started with them actually, but I lost out along the way. Well, I'm not praying for that for you, but you have to adjust yourself. How are you going to adjust? Well, very simple. Hold tight to what you have. I do not allow anyone to take it away from you. Okay? Tell others. This is a good news that everybody must hear. Even your enemies, let them hear about it. Enmity will reduce drastically when every one of us become wealthy. I discovered that enmity is actually a product of scarcity. And I'm sure many of our members are still thinking scarcity instead of abundance.